Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Today we're going to be discussing The Eternals, like the film The Eternals. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't perfect. There was some pacing issues, I guess, but even then, when the pacing slows down, I appreciated what they were trying to do for the most part. The humor doesn't land as well as it often does in other Marvel movies, but then it was a bit more serious than a lot of Marvel movies. There were some high stakes, and they do touch on some quite juicy philosophical subject matter. It's not explored as fully as it might have been if it wasn't a superhero movie, but it's still there, and I appreciated that it was able to exist in the context of the film. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a point where they're talking about the responsibility of life continuing beyond the human race, which is very fascinating. Just the way they try and show the weight of having lived for thousands of years and what that could do to your mind, that's that's explored. I mean, none of it's explored deeply enough. I would like a series of Eternals films so we could delve into that more. I mean, I no, that's too much of a spoiler. I'm not going to say it. Oh no, I just knocked over Agent Carter. Anything can knock over Agent Carter's figure because it has terrible balance. Just feel that needs reiteration. The action sequences are very good. I really enjoyed the portrayal of their superpowers. Like, it's one of those films where you have actual impact behind the punches and the laser beams and everything. Their diverse powers, they're not spectacularly different, but when they do show the differences, it's very well done. Every actor, I think, kind of suited their role perfectly, with Icarus being the absolute standout. He just killed it. I will say the villain, like, the deviants, they're quite cool, except for the leader. I think they did not do enough with that concept. It could have been really interesting. It seemed like they were going somewhere very interesting, but then at the last moment they sort of just didn't commit to him, which is what really let him down. But the way it builds the scope of the Marvel Universe is very impressive. It adds a huge new element and opens up a very exciting new plot line, which I'm very keen for them to explore down the line. And just the way they portrayed some of the characters is very different from what we get in, like, just most Hollywood movies. There's a point where one character just essentially nopes out of the entire situation and sticks with it. There is no, is this what? Nah. There is no, like, reneging on it. It's not a fake out. They literally are just like, nah, don't really want to be dealing with this. And go. And they're not demonized for it. It's someone commits to a life choice and being who they are. And the film accepts that. And that's rare to see. So there was a lot of good in this, hindered only by, questionable humor, questionable pacing, and yeah, it is showing a lot of characters, but then I felt only one or two got thrifted on time, and they were the ones who are going to be back later in other films. So you can live with the fact that they weren't used to their full potential, because Hawkeye was never used to his full potential in the first Avengers, but he's now got a series coming out. So with these sorts of movies, unless a character dies, there's no real point complaining that they're underused, because you can be pretty sure they're going to show up again and perhaps be used in a better way, unless they're Hulk, because we all know what happened to Hulk. But overall, I liked it more than Shang-Chi. I'd say a solid 4 out of 5. Explores some interesting themes, really explores, well, doesn't explore, but expands the horizon of the universe. The characters are interesting. There was one decision that I think was an absolute travesty, and there is one moment that really pulls you out of your suspension of disbelief. Oh, I won't say what, but you'll know it when you see it. You'll be like, how? But, yeah. Don't keep your eye out for that, but you'll notice it when you're watching the film. 4 out of 5. Solid entry. Really enjoyed it. Interesting take on one of my favorite D-list characters or sections of the Marvel Universe. But I quite enjoyed it, and I like that they've been introduced into what feels a very dynamic, refreshing way. Yeah, go check it out. Quite good. And I guess that's it. If you enjoyed this review, we have plenty more that are frequently updated. We've also got the Wreckers, Hero House, Top 10 lists, ranking lists, and just loads of content to enjoy. So please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Also, head to Amazon and pick up a copy of Knaves on Waves. On November 18th, it will be free on Amazon as an ebook. You'll be able to download it for free for a whole week. It's a birthday celebration thing, so get ready for that. Put it in your calendars. Yeah. So, yeah, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks for your time, and all the best. Bye.